Hi guys, welcome back. It's Jamie from Disney Dreaming. A while ago on YouTube I saw a tag about Disney World, so I thought I would do that tag. It looked fun. If you see me looking down a lot, it's because I'm reading the questions. So here we go. So the first question says, the first time I went to Disney World, that was May 2006. It was my honeymoon, and obviously I went with my husband. We had the greatest time. We had so much fun, and it just really sealed my love for Disney, and we just like to go back as often as we can now. So yeah, the second question is my favorite park. So my favorite park in Disney World would probably be classically Magic Kingdom, just because that's where the castle is, and it's magical and beautiful, and I love it. Secondly, I would probably say Epcot is a really close second, just because the World Showcase is there, all the different countries, Soarin's there. That probably would be my favorite ride, I would guess. So yeah, I would say Soarin' is a really close second. My favorite land in Magic Kingdom. Now, if Main Street USA counts as a land, I'm going to say Main Street USA. It's right when you walk in and you have all these like flutters in your tummy, and you see the castle and everybody's really excited and happy and nobody's had a meltdown yet, and it's just really magical. And at Christmas time, all the storefronts have all these beautiful displays in them, and I love it every time. So I'm going to say Main Street USA for that one. My favorite Disney hotel would be, we've stayed at 3 different Disney hotels. Usually we go off property, on property, off property, on property, or we try to do that. It just, we love the different experience of both. So for my favorite Disney World hotel, though, I would probably say we've stayed at the Movie Resort, we've stayed at Pop Century, and we stayed at Saratoga Springs. And Saratoga Springs was only because we were upgraded from the Movie Resort the second time we went to stay there. So I guess it would probably be Saratoga Springs because it's the deluxe resort and it's beautiful, and we were in a villa, so it was kind of like an apartment, so lots of space and everything was great. But that being said, we were on the dining plan. We try to be on the dining plan every time we go on property at Disney World. And because we were upgraded, we still had the quick service dining plan. And the Valley resorts really cater to that dining plan, whereas the deluxe resorts don't really cater to that dining plan, because obviously if you can afford to stay in a deluxe resort, you don't typically get the quick service dining plan. We prefer to go more often and take the cheaper route and do the Valley Resort. So being 5 months pregnant when I was there and not being able to get all the food options that I was hoping to get kind of put a damper on the trip, but it was still the best and we loved it. So that really wasn't a very good answer to that question. I guess I would say Pop Century if I was going to pick one I can actually afford. There we go. The next question is favorite Disney World snack, and I love Mickey Mouse ice cream, so I would say Mickey Mouse ice cream. Now, if I'm going to pick a bar or sandwich, I guess it would depend. If I'm sharing it, then, which I try to do, typically I like to eat frequently so I can experience more of the different types of food, and the sandwiches are a lot easier to share because you just break those in half, whereas the bars are trickier. But I guess originally I would always have a bar, so those kind of hold a special place in my heart as well. The favorite souvenir from Disney World would be either, I would say, a mug. I love mugs. I'm a big tea drinker and I always get a mug whenever I go to Disney World, or Christmas ornament, which I also always get at Disney World. I love Christmas, and you'll know that about me very quickly by watching my channel. Crazy about Christmas, so I love getting new Disney Christmas ornaments. Our tree is usually covered with Disney ornaments, so one of those two I would say. The next question is favorite table service meal. Now, we don't eat too often at table service meals. We're usually quickly on the go, so we don't spend a lot of the time sitting down and eating, but one that we do usually do is the Ohana breakfast at the Polynesian Resort, and I love that breakfast. I love the atmosphere. The hotel is beautiful. I'm sure if I ever stayed there, then that would be my answer to that question, would be the Polynesian Resort. It's just such a beautiful resort. But that breakfast is great. It's family style, so they come with like platters of food, and there's sausage and biscuits and bacon and eggs and pog juice, which is delicious. So that is my favorite table service meal. Now, my favorite counter service meal, there's so many. I would say if the Be Our Guest restaurant counts at lunchtime for a counter service meal, which it does for the dining plan, so I'm going to say it does. I would say that just because the ambiance is beautiful and you're in this beautiful castle and the food is really good, so I would say that one. My favorite ride at Disney World is the next question, and there are so many. As I said before, Soarin', that's a great ride, so I'm going to go with that. Or Pirates of the Caribbean, I really like that one as well. And next, sorry, going down the list here, one second, my favorite show at Disney World. Now, we don't do the shows that often right now just because my kids are little, and for them to sit for long periods of time for a show is kind of tricky. But I guess I would say Fantasmic, I guess that's a show, fireworks / show, at Hollywood Studios would probably be my favorite show. Let's see, my favorite parade or fireworks. So I really liked the parade at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Now, I'm not a big Halloween person, but the parade was really well done. It was really well choreographed, and the music was great, so I really liked that parade. And I'm sure if I ever saw the Christmas parade at the Christmas party, which we have not been to yet, I would like to go in the future. I'm sure that would be my favorite. Now the fireworks, I really like the fireworks at Epcot. There's a lot more better viewing space available because it's like all around the lake, so you can kind of get a good spot no matter where you're located around World Showcase. So it's a little more relaxing because you're not like rushing to get the best spot, and especially because Magic Kingdom now has this like fast pass situation going on with their, they kind of took some of the best spots, and if you don't get a fast pass for it, then you're kind of scrambling to find somewhere to watch it, and it's not quite as relaxing. My favorite pavilion at Epcot, I would say it used to be Norway because they had the Maelstrom ride there, and that was a great ride. Not many people knew about it, so it was kind of hidden away in one of the buildings, so you didn't really get the huge lineups with a lot of the other rides. But now that's under construction because they're turning it into a Frozen ride, so I don't know that I would pick Norway right now. I'm Canadian, so I guess I could pick the Canadian Pavilion. Though it doesn't exactly ring true to how we live. I live near Toronto, so we're not really lumberjacks, but I guess it's still kind of funny to go in there and see how the rest of the world sees us, I guess. So the next question is, what color is my magic band? Well, last time we've only had one trip so far where we had magic bands, and last time mine was yellow. What is my favorite character to meet? My favorite character would be, I guess, Mickey Mouse. Classic? Yeah, I'm going to go with Mickey Mouse. And the next question is, what character would I like to meet which I have not met yet? Now that one, I would say Gaston. I've seen videos on YouTube where he's really funny, so I think that would be fun to do. I'd like to meet Gaston. And what is my favorite Disney memory is the last question. There are so many. I don't even know where to start. My honeymoon in total would be a really great Disney memory for me just because it was my first Disney experience and it was just so much fun. It was my honeymoon. That was awesome. Now, I've had so many. Usually we go with my in-laws, which is great. I love going with them. Last time, I would say, though, we had a really wonderful experience. We went to the Polynesian Resort at nighttime. We got there around 8 o'clock. We just took the boat over from Magic Kingdom, which was a really nice boat ride. We sat on the beach with beach chairs, and we watched a movie on the beach. Big Hero 6 was playing, and my husband bought us cupcakes and just the water lapping on the beach, and we watched this light parade where all the kind of floats come by with the different lights on them, and that was really neat. And then the fireworks started, which you can see from Magic Kingdom's fireworks from the beach there, and it's off in the distance right over the top of the castle, which is just beautiful and magical, and everybody was well behaved and nobody cried, and it was just the most magical experience. So that really stands out as one of my favorite Disney memories as well. And that's it. That's all the questions. So thank you for sitting through my long kind of drawn out Disney World tag. I'd like to tag you to do this video, whoever's watching this, and then let me know in the comments below and I will go over and check out your video. So please like, please subscribe, and I hope to put up more videos soon. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.